Now, we did learn that old Younghoe Koo is in the mix to try and make this team, and you may not be too happy about Mr. Younghoe Koo. And we figured out that his name is pronounced Younghoe, not Younghoe, so that's good. But you might remember old Younghoe from this situation. This was not a good situation. As you can see, he's not kicking the ball over here. He's kicking, the ground. This is not good. Now, he did say after the game, hey, I saw the ball moving. I wasn't sure what was going on. It was cold and slippery out there. And he's sort of uncertain and wound up looking like an idiot. And you're probably like, well, he is an idiot. Well, maybe, but that's just one thing that happened in his career. He had a long career as a good, solid, very good kicker with Atlanta. And so I think the Jets are trying to see if he can regain his form. So we try to fix up our kicker situation. James Thompson is here. Metatrans Mark is here. Metatrans Mark, he's a member of the Inner Circle. You could hang out with old Metatrans over here. You know? That could happen. You could do it. But we're here on a Friday night hang. Let me know what topics you guys want to talk about in the chat. If anything. One other thing I'll mention, you might want to get yourself a subscription to Chemtrails right here. This is the Frankie blog or the Frankie column. We write about all sorts of Jet stuff. We got a column about Seth Ryan right here. We got a column about making tight ends sexy again over here. We got a column about Ben Bowling. These are people that you might want to learn about because they're on our coaching staff, some of them. Cade Klubnik, overlooked gem or overhyped bum? Well, we wrote a column about that. And so all of this for free. You might want to check out frankiefromflatbush.substack.com. frankiefromflatbush.substack.com. We got player profiles. Here's one on D'Angelo Pons. All sorts of things. Here's one on David Onyemata. You might not understand what David Onyemata has been through in his life, and it's a pretty interesting story. What about Carl Dunbar? We have this Carl Dunbar coach. What's he all about? Well, you could read this column and figure it out. What about Leggy Lenny Krieg? He's somebody trying to win a job over here. What's his story? Where's he going? Where's he from? What's happening with Lenny Leggy? Leggy Lenny. You might want to check out the Berlin Blitzkrieg and figure out what's he all up to. And you might want to read about all these things. You can do that and also support old Frankie by going Frankie from